the Select Missing Words question type, the last word or group of words is missing, and it's your job to choose the right answer. Let's take a closer look. Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm a PTE trainer here at Benchmark Education Solutions. Thank you for joining me for this video. Today we're going to talk about the Select Missing Words question type in the listening section of the PTE exam. In this overview, I'll tell you how this question is scored, and we'll look at an example. At the end, I'll give you some important tips to remember. So let's get started. First, let's go over some important details about this question type. These questions are near the end of the listening section and will obviously test your listening skills. Here's what you'll have to do. First, you should read the instructions and quickly look over your answer options. Do this during your 7 seconds of preparation time before you listen to the audio. This is very important because it will give you clues about the topic and context of the recording. Then you'll listen to an audio for around 20 to 70 seconds. Sometimes you'll see a video instead of listening to an audio, but either way, the skills and steps are the same. At the end, you'll hear a beep, which is where the missing word or words should go. You need to choose the correct word or phrase from the options you have. To get a good score, you should practice skills such as finding context clues while listening, preparing your comprehension skills, and being able to find keywords when listening to something. We'll go over more detailed strategy and tips in our in-depth lesson. So you don't waste time, make sure to hit Next immediately after answering. Why? Well, once you listen to the recording and select your answer, there really isn't anything to check or revise, so don't waste time. Move on to the next question quickly. And last, you'll see 2 to 3 questions like this on test day. Now let's look at the scoring. This question type tests your listening skills, and it's very straightforward. Answers are either correct or incorrect, and there's no partial credit given. A score of 1 means that you chose the correct response, and a score of 0 means that you chose the incorrect response. Let's look at our strategy example together. On test day, you'll see these instructions on your screen. It's very important that you read these just so that you can prepare your mind for what you're about to listen to. In this case, our topic will be something about nocturnal moths. With this in mind, you should scan over your answer options. Notice how they're similar or different. In most cases, they will always be the same part of speech. In this case, for example, they are all nouns. Notice how darkness is the only one that's different from the other 3. Now that your prep work is done, let's listen to the recording. Focus on finding keywords that will help you understand the meaning of the passage so you can choose the best word. The missing word will go at the end when you hear the beep. So when you hear this sound, take a few seconds and choose your answer, and then we'll talk about it together.
To human eyes, the world at night is a formless canvas of gray. Many nocturnal animals, on the other hand, experience a rich and varied world, bursting with details, shapes, and colors. What is it, then, that separates moths from men? Moths and many other nocturnal animals see at night because their eyes are adapted to compensate for the lack of.
Okay, let's go over the answer. First, the correct answer was B, and here's why. First, here's the transcript of what you heard. Take a moment to look over this. The words highlighted in yellow are keywords that should have helped you come to the correct conclusion. Phrases like human eyes, at night, nocturnal animals, and colors are important for the context. However, the most important keywords appear at the end. See at night and compensate for the lack of something is important. At night, we know that there is no light, which makes light the correct answer. Notice how the keywords in the entire text were important, but the phrases toward the end were extra helpful. This is why it's a good idea to watch the progress bar from time to time so that you know when the end is coming and you can pay special attention to those keywords. So to wrap up this lesson, I want to leave you with some important tips to remember when it comes to the Select Missing Words question. Definitely use your prep time wisely. How can you do this? By reading the instructions and looking at all the answer options for context clues or keywords. Then, as you listen, make sure you're listening actively for these keywords so that you can understand the context better. As we just saw in our example, focus on the last words leading up to the beep. You'll be able to prepare for this because you'll see the progress bar marking the last seconds of the audio. And here's something else to keep in mind. If you don't know the correct answer, quickly use the process of elimination and make your best guess. In other words, don't waste your time going through the answers over and over. Just pick the best one and move on. Don't worry, you won't lose a point for an incorrect answer because there's no negative marking with this question type. Bottom line, don't let this take up too much of your time. It doesn't have as many points as other question types, especially others in the listening section. As soon as you're done answering, hit next and go to the next question. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video gave you a good idea of what to expect from the Select Missing Word question type in the PTE exam. If you'd like to practice more PTE questions and learn more about the exam, check out our website or watch our other videos with an in-depth lesson and helpful do's and don'ts for this question type. You should also try our PTE speaking mock test here. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.